So today we delve, that is, into a conversation that speaks to national pride, professionalism, advancement, and Namibia's global presence. As the world, becomes increasingly interconnected, the representation of Namibians in international and regional organizations is just not a matter of prestige, but it is an opportunity for capacity development, policy influence, as well as knowledge exchange. So joining us here this morning is the Deputy Executive Director at the Ministry of International Relations and Trade, that is His Excellency Ambassador Jerobeam Shanika, who joins us here to shed some more light on the importance of having Namibians serving, that is, in international and regional organizations, and also how, these opportunities can be accessed. I think that is exactly what you want to know here this morning, Namibia. Ambassador, a very, very good morning to you. Welcome to the show.
Good morning, Nicole. Good morning to the viewers.
Are you well?
I'm well.
Very good.
I think I managed to wake up.
Yes, thank you for being here. Thank you for being here. Thank you for coming through, Ambassador. But I think a very important conversation, and I think this is a conversation that will excite many Namibians here this morning, Why is employment, of Namibian in international and regional organizations so important to the country?
I think it's a conversation we must have so that we unpack the importance to the country, because we believe we belong to either SADC, African Union, Commonwealth, or the United Nations, meaning we are part and parcel of those regional or international organizations. So we must be, first of all, we are paying our contribution, our dues to that organization, to those organizations. So, and they are a body of international civil servants that are in those institutions. So that each member state must also be represented by the civil servant in those institutions. And the importance, it means that because the decisions are made by member states and they are to be implemented. Now the facilitation of the implementation is done by those people employed in those international and regional organizations. Mm-hmm. Now then you help to shape, you help to even innovate solutions within the confine of the decision that is made, that you are meant to implement. Now, if you are absent, meaning that others are shaping or they are implementing those decisions in accordance with their expectation. And usually, if you are from, even if you are a member or a civil servant in those organizations, you have a country where you come from, you have a perspective, the outlook from your national perspective. Now, if your nationals are not there, meaning that others are pushing based on their national perspective. Yeah. So it is very important that you also have your national employed in those organizations. And it's also a matter of gaining skills, because there are some careers or positions within those international organizations that are highly technical, and within that field, one will gain technical expertise because there are technical or agencies, technical agencies like United Nations Development Program or World Health Organizations or any others that are of technical natures. So the skills, not only in the implementing, but it's also in gaining, because at times you find whereby you are faced by a challenge, and together with also from other countries, you'll be able to come up with a solution. And that solution can also enhance your skills.
For certain. Ambassador, if we compare, for instance, the SADC region, how would you say Namibia compares to other countries in other regions, when it comes to representation in these organizations?
No, if you talk of SADC, Mama, let me just give you SADC. SADC, there is what they call quota points. And there are 16 members of SADC, and every country has got a quota point. Now, you either utilize your quota points or you don't utilize them. At the moment, of course, I think the quota point is 150. And each position, for example, is executive secretary. For you to have that, you must have 30 points. And then it also then going down. The deputy executive secretary is 25. Director, I think, is 19, and it goes. Now, the only thing is that in accordance to the rules of SADC, you cannot have more than one in management. Meaning that if you have an executive secretary, you cannot have a director.
Right.
Yeah, but then if you can have as many in other categories. So as of now, there are 10 Namibians at SADC. Okay. There were 11, but one had the contract ended. There were 12. One contract ended in January. Then in June, another one ended. So we are now left with 10. But we still have about 76 quota points.
Fantastic. Thank you so much for that, Ambassador. Now, what challenges has been observed, in getting Namibians in spaces such as this? Would you say lack of awareness would possibly could be a contribution?
I believe lack of awareness contribute because perhaps maybe this information is not widely circulated. The Ministry of International Relations tried that every time there is vacancies at international organization, we do circulate it. The question is, and it's something that we are still interrogating, is it that even in the social media, maybe people are not accessing it? Perhaps do we need to go to even tertiary institutions, universities, and so on, so that they also need to make students aware, the youth organizations, and any other platform that is accessible to youth and all other interested citizens, so that they will be able to, whenever the vacancies occur, they can apply. Now, that is one. The second is that there is you can only do at a certain stage. Sometimes you make sure that when you are applying, you read the requirements, because it doesn't mean that you are submitting your applications if you are not meeting the requirement, or you even forget to attach the necessary requirements. So you need to ensure that the process is followed and nothing is left. Now, the other thing is also that even though there are quotas, it does not mean it's automatic. You still have to compete. Yeah. You still have to demonstrate your skill before the panel that is going to interview you to establish your suitability of employment. So you have to demonstrate that. So now, from that side, the ministry is out. It is now between the applicant and the organization that is supposed to offer that employment.
Ambassador, you did mention tertiary education. Would you now consider possible partnerships now, going forward, with the ministry and some tertiary educations to prepare, young professionals, for these international careers?
That is the thinking, really, to say we must work with the institution of higher learning so that they also kind of embedded within their system to prepare the young people for employment in international organizations, because it's going to benefit Namibia in the long run.
Yeah. While we have you here, Ambassador, what would you say are some of the key competencies that these organizations actually require applicants to process for our Namibians listening right now? Watching?
Well, each organization has its own requirement because they are not cast in stone.
Mm-hmm.
So it is depend on the what the expertise of that organization and what it needs. Mm-hmm. Because World Health Organization is different from World Trade in terms of the area of competence. And they usually, when the applications are, there are requirements stated on what it's required and what the applicants need to do. So I can't really say that I cannot give you an example in one, then maybe and everybody would think that is what is required. So there's no standard, but every job category has its own requirement. And it's always stated.
And it's always stated. Ambassador Shanika, it was so nice having you in studio here this morning. Thank you for promoting this, by being here this morning and for promoting, this development. It was really nice having you. Thank you.
No, thank you very much. And I think maybe what also some of, because people also like to see the role model, it will be good also to talk to some of the people that have
occupied these spaces.
Of course, I'm one of them, but there are many.
Okay.
Because, as the philosophy says, to whom much is given, much is required.
Expected.
Or is expected or required.
Required.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
And I'm grateful for the opportunity to explain.
Thank you very much, Ambassador. There you have it. To whom much is given, much is expected here. That is from Ambassador, His Excellency Jerobeam Shanika, here in studio, talking to us about opportunities, that is, working in international and regional organizations and how you can get involved in Namibia. One thing is for certain, keep your eyes and ears on the ground and follow, that is the Ministry of International Relations and Trade, that is for some details.
Please don't get me in trouble.
Oh,
I'm not excellent.
Okay, sorry. Ambassador, my apologies.
I'm sure the president is listening.
Watching. All right, we rectify that also, Madam President. So yes, Ambassador Shanika is studio here with us. We will be back, that is, with your news. Stay tuned.